Hello student. In previous lecture we cleared the cell. Now today the questions arise. What is cell made up of? Made up of, or what is the structural organization of a cell? What is the structure organization of cell? Of a cell? Then the answer is plasma membrane. First thing, plasma membrane, cell wall and cytoplasm. Now the three main parts is necessary for the structural organization of a cell. Let's start. Plasma membrane. The plasma membrane is the outer boundary of a cell and the term coined by JQ Pavlov, and the similar term cell membrane, the term coined by C. Naegeli and Karman. C. Naegeli and Karman. So the plasma membrane is the most important layer of a cell in plant and animals both. The structure of plasma membrane determined by two concepts. Now first is unit membrane concept. Unit membrane concept. This is most ancient concept or previous concept in which the plasma membrane seems as like lipid sandwich between the two continuous layer of protein. It is proposed by Dawson and Donnelly. In which the plasma membrane is made up of two layers of lipids, that is as like that. The upper layer and the lower layer, in which each layer having or each lipid molecules having two parts, that is polar hydrophobic head, hydrophilic head and polar hydrophobic tail. The hydrophobic tails are fatty acid tail also. So a gap present in between both continuous layer. This unit membrane concept called lipid bilayer concept also, because the unit membrane concept is made up of two layers of lipids, so it is also called bilipid layer concept. Now the second model or second concept is fluid mosaic model. Fluid mosaic model. The fluid mosaic model proposed by Singer and Nicholson. Singer and Nicholson. The full name of Singer is S.I. Singer and Nicholson is Beth Nicholson. The fluid mosaic model is similar to unit membrane concept, but it having two different types of proteins, that is intrinsic protein and extrinsic protein. Intrinsic protein and extrinsic protein. The intrinsic protein that is intrinsic protein and that is extrinsic protein. The intrinsic protein makes a channel in between both layers of lipids. Both layers of lipids, and these layers having it fat molecules as like unit membrane concept, then that is also called hydrophilic head and hydrophilic head and hydrophobic head. The intrinsic protein makes a channel for transport of fixed ion molecules and help in membrane permeability. So, the fluid mosaic model is most accepted model and it is modern model of plasma membrane also. Now, the next topic is permeability of membranes. Permeability of membranes. The term permeability help in across the solute and solvent through membranes. On the basis of permeability, the membranes is four types. Number first, impermeable membrane. Number second, permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane and selective permeable. Membrane. The impermeable membranes are those membranes which cannot transport any type of solute or solvent. But the semi-permeable membranes have capacity to across the membrane, solute and solvent both. The semi-permeable membranes only solute can transport, but the solvent cannot be transported. In case of selective permeable membranes, only selective type of ions can be transported through selective permeable membranes. On the basis of transport or permeability of membranes, the membrane transport term arises. The membrane transport is two types, that is passive transport and active transport. When the solvent can be transported through concentration gradient, then that type of transport are called passive transport. And when the solvent can transport with the help of energy, then that type of transport called passive transport. So the passive transport is mainly two types. Number first, diffusion, and number second, osmosis. Diffusion, when the concentration gradient or transport of solute through higher concentration to lower concentration, higher concentration to lower concentration, then this type of membrane transport called diffusion. But when the transport of solvent through semi-permeable or selective permeable membranes, then this type of transport called osmosis. And in case of active transport, energy is required for the transport of solvent. So the diffusion and osmosis is also a broad topic that will be described in our next lecture. Okay, thank you.